The story of two frogs, one fat and one skinny, is a profound lesson about persistence and the importance of never giving up in life. It is not just a tale about two animals, but a powerful message about how to overcome challenges, face failures, and confront adversity. The story of the frog, "You give up, you die," is a simple yet deeply meaningful story, reminding us that as long as we persist, we will overcome any challenge. Once upon a time, somewhere in the world, there were two frogs who were as close as brothers. One was fat and the other was skinny. Despite their differences in appearance, they were best friends, always seeking adventure and trouble. One day, while hopping around the countryside, they noticed a farmer leave a bucket in front of a stable. Curious, they decided to jump in to see what was inside. When they jumped into the bucket, they found that it was filled with milk, but the sides of the bucket were too slippery for them to climb out. They began swimming in the milk, but no matter how much they swam, they couldn't escape. After an hour, the fat frog began to despair and said, "There's no use in paddling any longer. We're just going to drown. We're doomed. We might as well give up. There's no point in continuing. No one is going to come to save us, and we won't turn into butterflies and fly away. We are done for." The skinny frog, though exhausted, refused to give up and encouraged his friend, "Hold on, brother. Keep paddling. As long as we don't give up, we won't drown. We won't die." So they continued paddling for hours. As the sun began to set, the fat frog said, "I can't go on any longer. There's no point in doing this because we're going to drown anyway. I've already given up." The fat frog stopped swimming, gave up, and drowned in the milk. The skinny frog was devastated at the loss of his best friend, but he was more determined than ever. He began paddling even harder, faster. After a long while, around midnight, he noticed something. He had turned the milk into butter through his relentless paddling. With the milk now solidified, he was able to jump out of the bucket. He cried out in joy and jumped back into the forest. He had survived, but he was deeply saddened by the loss of his dear friend. He knew that once his friend had given up, there was no saving him. You see, the message is clear. As long as we don't give up, we can never truly lose. Many years later, the skinny frog married a frog lady and had many frog children. He named them all after his fat frog friend to keep his memory alive because he missed him so much. Every night, he would tell his frog children the story of the fat frog who gave up, so they would always remember to never give up in life. This story may seem simple to some, but if you reflect on it deeply, it carries a powerful message. The most important thing in life is not how many talents or resources we have, but rather our ability to persist and never give up. The skinny frog didn't have superior strength or any special abilities compared to the fat frog, but it had one powerful trait. It refused to give up, and that's what allowed it to survive. In life, we all face moments when we feel exhausted, hopeless, and tempted to give up. The challenges, obstacles, and failures can seem overwhelming, but if we look at this story, we can see that as long as we don't give up, we can find a way through. This story also serves as a reminder of the importance of friendship and companionship in life. The fat frog couldn't make it because it gave up, but the skinny frog carried on, learning a valuable lesson from its friend's loss. It shows us that persistence and mental strength often come not only from within ourselves, but also from the support and encouragement of those around us. Additionally, the story offers a reflection on the decisions we make in life. Every decision, no matter how small or large, can lead to very different outcomes. The fat frog chose to give up, and that decision led to its demise. On the other hand, the skinny frog chose to keep going, and that decision allowed it to survive and share its story with others. Life is not always easy. We will face difficulties, challenges, and moments where we want to give up. However, through this story, we learn that as long as we don't give up, we can never truly lose. Life is like a long race, and only those who persist will reach the finish line. The story of the two frogs is a testament to the power of persistence and determination. Let's learn from this story and always remember, you can't lose as long as you don't give up. The story of the frog also reminds us of the importance of not only maintaining faith in ourselves, but also learning from failure and loss. The skinny frog didn't just survive due to persistence, it also carried forward the valuable lesson to the next generation. This shows that while we may face setbacks, we can turn them into powerful learning experiences and pass them on to others. So, always remember, perseverance is key to overcoming life's challenges. We may not always win on the first try, but as long as we keep going, we will eventually find our way. Just like the skinny frog, we must never give up, because the moment we do, we lose everything.